Just got dropped off. I'm headed northbound through the Three Lakes region. It'll be about 22.7 miles today. So because I'm section hiking, it gives me the flexibility to hike each section either northbound or southbound, even though I'm gradually progressing northbound with my trail sections. Starting in Key West, and I'm just working my way up. And to start the day off, we got a nice little 5 to 6 mile road walk ahead. So we'll take it right here. Look at that sunrise. Get a nice wide open shoulder here to the left of the main road. Wide open. Sometimes you get stretches of no cars like this where you can cruise along on the asphalt, which is a lot faster than walking over here in this kind of ankle-high grass. So when I see there's no cars, I'll just shimmy up here, try to dry out the feet, and then when I see traffic coming like this car up here, I'll just hop over here to the left. After about 6 miles of road walk / highway walk, we are getting off Highway 60. This was a pretty busy road. So we're going to take a left here, turning into Three Lakes Wildlife Management Area, where we continue on a gravel dirt road walk. It's a big boy. And another thing with that road walk, make sure you go to the bathroom before you start those 6 miles, because there is nowhere to pull off. Gonna be another hot one today. Probably close to the 90s. It's about, gosh, what is it right now? Maybe it might be close to 80 degrees right now already. It's only 8 a.m. It's late May down here in South Florida. Of course, you know, I'm the only crazy one out here walking. So when you do hiking in this type of extreme heat, got to make sure you stay hydrated. When you start to get a little dehydrated, your pee starts to turn more of like a yellowish color. You kind of feel a little lightheaded. So you always got to make sure you're drinking plenty of fluids, electrolytes, which is why today the drinks of choice is going to be my Smart Waters, brand new ones, so they have the electrolytes already in that water. And then also coconut water has really good electrolytes, potassium, magnesium. It's got some sodium in there too. So this will keep me hydrated for today, because we got a little over 20 miles on the day. I'm carrying the majority of my water because I don't think the water sources are that good or of that high quality for this stretch of trail. I did bring my Sawyer squeeze just in case I do need to filter something along the way. There may be a pitcher pump that's decent, but I'm not banking on any water caches or water sources. So late in the hiking season, I'm not sure if there will be water caches. Those may be dried up, and I'm not sure if Trail Angels will be resupplying those at this point. This is just going to be a day hike for this section, so all I'm really carrying is coconut water, my Smart Water, and a little bit of food. That's about it. Entering the Three Lakes Wildlife Management Area officially. So you go up over there and then up along the fence. However, I see a privy over here, and I'm gonna go use that. The coffee is kicking in. The fruit I had before I jumped on trails kicking in, and this looks like a nice little place to stop. So I'm just gonna deviate slightly. I can still see the trail, you know, from here. And then after I use the preview, I can there's actually a trail up here where you can cut back across to the actual Florida trail. So that's what I'm going to do. Quick little pit stop at the privy. Hopefully they have some trash canisters too. on my way here, a truck pulls up next to me, and really cool guy. His name's Robbie. He actually offered to drop some water up ahead of me at a certain junction in the trail. So that's awesome. You know, anytime I can get trail magic like that, it's greatly appreciated. So yeah, I think he's going to drop a gallon of water up there for me, which is great. So I got that to look forward to, even though I think I have enough water to get me through this entire length. But you know, any water cache on trail is super appreciated. So thank you, sir, for that. And let's see, is this water clean? It's not bad at all, actually. It's pretty clear. Alright, so just left the little pump house and privy area, and now we're just gonna take this trailhead route, this little alternative route, back to the Florida Trail, just up ahead. So that privy was definitely not the best, but not the worst. Had some flies in the toilet flying up my butt while I was trying to do the business. There is absolutely no one around here. So we are going to take a right. Oh, and that's the other privy over there, just right across. Some deer bones. Yeah. Look at this. Bones everywhere. It's a fucking graveyard. Look at all that. Whoa. Look at all this. What an interesting alternate route. Look, you see the rib cage. Man. So after this graveyard alternate route, we come up to the Florida Trail, meet back up with it, and we're gonna hook our left right here since we're continuing northbound. There he goes. Hopefully we get some type of shade in the near future. The heck is that? Get me into that shade, baby. Almost time for a rest. I think we'll stop up at there's a camp about a little bit over a mile away. I think it's Godwin Hammock. Walk through a spider web. God, they always make them face level. Why? Why do the spiders always make it face level? The trail continues down that way. But we're gonna check out Godwin Hammock. Got some benches that we're gonna perch on. Oh, they even have a tent platform for you here. So we're gonna chill out here for a hot second. And, oh yeah, gotta get that upper body. So this is what the water looks like from that last pump I filtered. Or I mean, this is non-filtered. I just took it out of the well. It turned yellow, so we're gonna dump this. This pump should actually work. Oh, we take this jug of water into the pump first, and then this should. Ooh. I don't know what's going on with this thing. So I didn't grab any water from that pump. It came out yellow. It looked yellow. These pumps are not the water just not looking that good. So I dumped that out, and I just noticed that we're a little more than already halfway done with today's trek, today's section, and it's only 11 a.m. So we were cruising. Finish this up in the next 3 to 4 hours, I'd say. And we're moving on from Godwin Hammock Camp. I don't know how much more tree cover I'll get the rest of the day, so I'll pop down the sun hoodie just for that, just for a little extra protection. And you can see here the t-shirt I wore this morning, drenched in sweat, so I'm kind of draping it over my shoulders like a cape to see if I can dry it out while I'm walking. Totally forgot to show you guys what I ate during that rest stop. I brought a couple of bananas, so I had that for the potassium, keep up with those electrolytes and carbs. And then I also had a tuna packet in oil. So I got my protein as well. It's a pretty solid balanced meal right there. The bananas really help keep you hydrated for these type of long distance, and specifically the heat as well, because you know you lose a lot of electrolytes and water when you're hiking under this type of heat. And look at this, Trail Angel left a little something for us out here. He left some suntan lotion, it looks like, some electrolytes, and a full gallon of water. So thank you, Trail Angel Robbie. This section's a little confusing. So I came off of Road 8, so you can kind of see the poles and the blazes back there. And then I thought I was gonna keep going straight, but it's over there. I don't know if you can see it, there's a blaze on that tree. This section, very tricky, very easy to miss if you're not paying attention, because there's really no defined footpath. I mean, I can kind of make one out here. It'd be tough to do in the dark. I don't think you'd be able to to find this. Thank God I saw this tree. There's very limited blazes, and it's really hard to make out the path. Like every now and then I can make out a path. Like you'll be able to find your way. It's just you know, when you get used to a blaze every 20 feet, your alert system kicks into gear. These prescribed burns are looking creepy. We emerge from the woods and then get spat out onto the road. I think it's a right here. So down there is Road 7 to the left, and we are going to follow Road 10 going down here to the right. Alright, here we are, getting back off Road 10, back into the wilderness we go. Very impressed with the Prairie Lakes Wildlife Management Area. This is beautiful back here. It's my first time, too, exploring this part of Florida. So apparently 0.6 miles this way, following the blue route, you can go to a lookout tower. I think it overlooks the prairie. It's a little too far for me today. I'm a little lazy, don't feel like checking it out. These mushrooms look like pancakes growing out the base of the tree. Very easy turn to miss here. I thought I kept going straight, but the blazes say differently. Look at the canopy. So apparently this is a water source, but as you can see, very, very dry. There's absolutely no water on this section of trail, really. It seems like you got to rely on the pumps at the campsites. And there's a little bench up here. Quick sit. Bugs are super loud. I'm assuming this audio is picking it up, but it's so loud it's like hard to hear myself talk. As much as I like a good bench, you gotta move on. That was a beautiful spot. Very peaceful. This might be my new favorite section of trail. This is beautiful. There's a deer over there. And a lot of deer. I just haven't been able to capture them. No, he disappeared. As soon as the deer hear you, they bolt. They're gone. It's very rare that you can capture them on film. I did the other day, actually, last weekend. I think in the Starvation Slough area. Dry pond campsite. Ooh. Just left Dry Pond Lake. I did end up filtering a little bit of water there. Really not much at all, because I only have 4 miles left. And I still actually have some water from my original Smart water bottle. I think that should be enough. I also have over a half-gallon waiting for me at my car back at the trailhead, so I think I should be fine. I just took some as like a precautionary measure. And we emerge from the woods to another road walk. And it looks like we go right down here. This last section reminds me of Jonathan Dickinson State Park. And then we go back into the canopy. About 1.7 miles away from the finish line. Officially out of water. I think I should be good though. Ended up dumping that well water. It turned yellow. I don't know. It just wasn't looking right. Pole Cypress Ponds. I'm always down for a good boardwalk. Super dry. We're coming up to the trailhead. Just getting ready to complete this section. Damn, this was a hot finish. Full sun exposure for the last maybe 3 miles or so. But as you can see, coming out to the road, across the way is my car, all safe and sound, parked at the trailhead. But we ain't finished here. To make it official, we need to go down here, touch the gate. Alright guys, we have done it. This section is complete. This is a significant junction right here because I now have to make a decision for my next video if I'm going to go up the eastern corridor, which is over there, or do I go down the western corridor, which is following this road walk down towards St. Cloud. Big decision for my next section, whether to go east or west. To be determined in my next video. Now I gotta walk back, point one to my car, and I am exhausted. This is a big milestone. I think this is a great point to take a break and stop, just pause, put a pause on hiking the Florida Trail for now. I mean, I guess never say never. I may surprise myself and hit up a few more sections before the end of this year, but I have not entirely made up my mind yet. I've been thinking about it this whole trek for this section. It's just, it's getting super hot, right? So dehydration is a major risk out here, especially hiking the way I am. Also, I think my body needs a break. My wallet needs a break. It's expensive. It's very expensive to do the section hiking down here in Florida, because the trail is just so far away now from where I live. I'm at that point where I was thinking about moving north, just kind of moving to where my next section of trail would end. So it's almost getting to that point where it's out of reach now from where I live. So I got to think about that. And it's getting expensive because I don't own a car, so I rent anytime I need a car. So that's the other piece of it too. So I really got to think about my next plans on how to complete the rest of this trail, because it ain't easy planning the logistics behind this section hiking. Getting to and from trail, it's honestly a nightmare. It's very difficult. I just got a lot of things to think over for my next move. Plus, another reason why I was thinking about taking a break is because I have some big international plans coming up that I need to get ready for. Potentially a few hikes overseas. So just a lot of things in the works. So who knows? I'm not entirely sure when I'll get the next section of the Florida Trail out the way, but we'll keep you posted. For now, signing off, calling it a day. I'm exhausted. See you guys in the next one.